Until which Lok Sabha election, the Lok Sabha elections and Vidhan Sabha elections of all the states were conducted simultaneously together.
What is the technical textile and how India is progressing into this sector?
What are the laws India have for the cyber security?
Any similarity between Indian hip hop and Bhojpuri folk song?
What is India's stand in global nuclear disarmament?
If there is any difference between Naxalism and terrorism?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Have a seat. Briefly introduce yourself.
So my name is Atul Singh. I am born and brought up in Nagpur, Maharashtra, and my roots are from Chhapra, Saran, Bihar. Currently, I am living in Anuppur, Madhya Pradesh, and so I did my engineering from Institute of Chemical Technology in Fibers and Textile Processing in 2021 from ICT Mumbai. And so my hobbies include playing and watching football, and watching travel and food blogs, listening to Indian hip hop music and Bhojpuri folk.
Very diversified characteristic. Your roots are Chhapra, Bihar.
Yes, sir.
You were born in Nagpur.
Yes, sir.
Why?
So my father is posted there at that time.
Okay. He was in which job?
So my father is serving as an ASI in RPF.
Okay. And you studied from Bombay. And why you are staying today in Anuppur?
So after completing my engineering, so my father is posted over there. So from there, I'm preparing for competitive exams.
Okay. Why Anuppur is a very attractive territory? It is considered a place of very natural beauty.
Yes, sir.
Which beautiful things are found there?
So basically, sir, in Anuppur, there are Amarkantak hills from where Narmada, Son and Johila, three of the major rivers, are originated. And so there is Achanakmar Amarkantak biosphere. So these are the two things.
Okay. And do you remember Nagpur where you were born?
Yes, sir.
So why Nagpur is considered a beautiful city?
So basically, sir, Nagpur is also known as the Tiger Capital of India. And so it is the Indian Air Force Maintenance Headquarters. And it has a place called 0 Mile, which is the exact center of India. So it is also known as the Orange City. And so for connectivity, it is one of the best place.
What is its rank in Swachhata ranking?
So I'm not, I do not know.
You're not aware of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how frequently you visit your native place, Saran?
So twice a year.
Okay. And there you listen to Bhojpuri folk song?
So my father is very much listen to Bhojpuri songs, so from him.
Okay, you are also used to listening
yes,
to them.
Sir.
And which songs are called Indian hip hop songs?
So basically, so this is Indian hip hop genre is limited to Delhi and Mumbai, these kind of cities. And so hip hop is a form of expression that originated in US. So a version of it is Indianized and came into known as Indian hip hop.
And is there any similarity between Indian hip hop and Bhojpuri folk song?
So there is no as such any similarity, because Bhojpuri folk is mostly cultural and related to tradition, and this hip hop music is like a form of expression. The rappers, they tell about their struggle, stories, and some social issues, like these kind of things.
Okay, fine, Atul.
Atul, you currently you are putting in Anuppur.
Yes, I am residing in Anuppur.
Anuppur, right? Tell me some major mineral reason in Anuppur.
So basically, Anuppur has rich bauxite. Amarkantak Hills has bauxite reserves, and so coal is also there.
Okay.
So these two things are there.
Which is the major mine in this region?
Major coal mine.
Coal mine.
So basically, Amlai is one of the major coal mine.
Okay.
And Amlai is there, and I know about Amlai as a coal mine, and Amarkantak Hills there are many bauxite types, means the extraction of bauxite.
Which is the deepest coal mine, coal seam situated there?
So I'm not aware of it.
Okay, fine. You have been in Nagpur also?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Nagpur situated on the bank of which river?
So Nag.
Nag river is a tributary of which river?
The Nag is a tributary of, I'm not aware of it.
Okay, Nagpur lies into the basin of which river?
Godavari.
Godavari River Basin. Okay, fine. You studied, I think, fiber and textile processing technology.
Yes.
What is the technical textile and how India is progressing into this sector?
So, sir, technical textile is like functionality of the textile material using in different fields. Like there is geotextile, geotextile is there, medical textile is there. Means in different aspect we can use the textile material. And so we can see that geotextile has been using in civil engineering also, making roads. In agriculture it can be used for soil penetration. And so similarly this can be also used in the medical sector or health sector. And in almost every sector, sir, it can be used.
What is India's stand in global nuclear disarmament?
So basically, sir, India is not part of NSG. And so because it has a long back history that how India tested its nuclear in during the Smiling Buddha.
Does India has any nuclear doctrine?
Yes, sir, to not fire first policy.
This is the only?
Yes, as far as, sir, as you know, this is one of this.
Go into it. Thank you. So,
you give the first preference to Sashastra Seema Bal.
Yes, sir.
Why it is so?
So, sir, during 2011 there were floods in my hometown, and at that point of time we were there. So, sir, it is the first force which comes into my mind, looking how they helped during the relief. And so basically, sir, SSB gives ample of diversity in the job. So it serves as a border guarding force in Nepal and Bhutan border. It's also do humanitarian aid. So secondly, SSB is also famous for its intelligence. And so it's also can give you means in counterinsurgency against Naxalites. It's also used there. So it gives a multiple role perspective. And so, sir, I think it is suitable for me.
Okay. And what are the internal security threat India have?
So basically India have firstly, sir, insurgency from the northeast, Naxalism in the Red Corridor area, so the hinterland terrorism through means Pakistan borders, and so now China's aggression is one of the major threat. And so at this point of time in the modern era, the war is not limited to traditional warfare. So it is coming to cyber, like we have seen in AIMS there was a ransomware attack. So cyber security also is one of the major issue. And so separatism, like we have seen at point of time in India there have been movement of separatism. So these are the basic security challenges which India faces.
Okay. And what are the laws India have for the cyber security?
So basically, so India have a law called Cert In, and then there is cyber security different policies like National Comprehensive Integrated Infrastructure Project, and so Cyber Dost, and these kind of various things are there. And NatGrid is one of the important.
Okay. And what is organized crime?
So organized crime is like so for example, extortion, smuggling, these kind of examples of organized crime in which a certain members or in a certain area these kind of things are being organized.
Okay. If there is any difference between Naxalism and terrorism?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
So basically, sir, Naxalism is means Naxalism is a part of terrorism, but the Naxalism main issue is socio-economic factor. And sir, what we call terrorism is, sir, it can be politically organized, means for various reasons it can be there for political, ideological, or different aspects.
Okay, terrorism have different aspects.
Yes,
okay. Sir. Do you know about the ISIS?
Yes, sir.
So tell us about the ISIS.
So basically it's Islamic State of Iran and Syria. An organization was there that is a radical Muslim, and it started in Syria. So but now we can see its impact that IS Khorasan has recently conducted a lone wolf attack in China in which 144 people were killed. And so means it's a radicalized group and extremist group.
How it is threat for India?
So we can see that people from India are getting recruited to ISIS through social media, or cyber is playing one of the big role. And sir, as India is more coming into the cyber world, so there is a big chance that our youth can be attracted towards their ideology through their radicalization process. So sir, it is one of the threat, and in India, then they can pose as a major challenge for our internal security.
Okay, India is digitalizing itself. We are going to be digital India.
Yes,
you
sir.
know. So what kind of step still we have to take to secure our digital world?
So firstly, we need to, in cyber security part, we need a very good mandate, technology. And so how means we have seen that India has really done well in the DBT, direct beneficiary transfer. Everything has been linked online. We can see digital locker. These kind of things are coming. So the data is the gold. So in this modern world, India should protect their data. There's some cyber security planning like that. And so increasing attack of phishing, ransomware attack, this can be reduced if there is a proper channel for the cyber security.
Okay.
Atul,
Yes, sir.
we are going through general election.
Yes.
For which Lok Sabha?
So 19th Lok Sabha. 80. So I think it's 19th Lok Sabha.
Okay. And until which Lok Sabha election, the Lok Sabha elections and Vidhan Sabha elections of all the states were conducted simultaneously together?
So I feel, so I don't know about it, exact year.
Okay. We started liberalization that is largely perceived in 91. But in fact, many of the policies were liberalized in the 1980s. Can you recall that partial liberalization done during 1980s?
So no.
Okay. For example, you are yourself textile engineer. What is the status of textile engineering during the 1980s? Textile sector, was it opening up to new technologies in the 1970s and 80s?
So there are certain methods which were evolving, equipments. So but the large scale textile revolution hasn't been there in that phase also.
Okay. Well, how about automobile sector? When we opened up our automobile industry for FDI, foreign companies?
So I feel after 91.
So Maruti Udyog Limited, for example, was
Yes,
set up under collaboration with a Japanese company.
Japanese company.
When this company was set up in India?
So Maruti, so in Haryana it was set up.
Which
in
year?
Collaboration with Suzuki.
Which year?
So I don't know the year.
Many other Indian companies like Hero company
Yes, sir.
entered into collaboration with Honda, that's another Japanese
Yes, sir.
company, to produce two-wheelers. So Hero Honda company was registered. Around what time?
I don't know.
All these companies were set up in 83, 84.
Okay.
And we experienced automobile revolution actually in the 1980s. Similarly, we saw emergence of IT sector.
Yes, sir.
Infosys, NET, Satyam, etc. also were set up in 1980s. So this could be understood as an experiment in liberalization, which was giving us better results. So emboldened by that successful experiment of 80s, we adopted a broad-based liberalization in 91, with a hope that this liberalization would provide our economy a strength. It will increase employment opportunities for young persons. It will reduce poverty and inequality, regional inequality together. But what we are experiencing, that after last 40, 45 years of experience with liberalization, we are having huge wealth inequality along different sections of society and also along different regions. So West has developed very fast in last 30, 40 years. And the Eastern India has remained almost static where it stood in 1980s and 1990s. And this growing regional disparity is leading to massive exodus of people from eastern part of India to western part of India. There is a huge migration taking place, not only within India, but other people from across different countries of eastern part, from Bangladesh, Laos, Myanmar, are also coming to India. This West-oriented development strategy or development model is ultimately not sustainable for India, within India, and not sustainable in the world either. What measures do you suggest to make this regionally balanced, socially balanced, and sectorally balanced development?
So basically, as you said that the western sector is more developed, we see that people from the Purvanchal area, UP, Bihar, are the labor who worked in Gujarat, Maharashtra, these kind of factory. So, sir, firstly, what I feel from coming from Bihar, so during after the independence, there was a freight equalization policy that hampers the manufacturing sector in Bihar. And so, sir, first thing which these states in the Purvanchal or Bihar region should do is land reforms. So, because there are very small land holdings, land reforms will help industry to get land at very ease. So secondly, we can do is the literacy of this area is very poor. So we can increase, means efficient education can be given with vocational training, upskilling the people over there. So thirdly, law and order of that area is also disturbed. So when law and order will be bettered, so FDI or investment in that sector will increase. And so because this sector has a very rich natural resource, like it's have one of the fertile lands, we have water for energy production. So these are the things, and so a policy on all India level in which the landlocked states of the eastern India should get some benefit, so as they are not connected to ports. So in trade, some policy should be there that means they will get benefit for the ports.
So do you feel that these states, West Bengal, Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, should be given for at least a minimum limited period a special status by the central government so as to channelize more aid, more assistance?
So basically, sir, which are the 5 causes on which special state status is given? It's one of the first.
No, that parameter can be modified to incorporate, let's say, 7 grounds. Economic backwardness can be introduced.
Economic backwardness is there. So yeah, sir, I think special status giving is it can be helpful, but sir, how stable is the government over there, how its economic policies are there, how reforms they are taking, I think that is one of the better step that could be taken. And we can see that from Green Revolution, Punjab, Haryana and Western UP has means they have benefited. So certainly in this sector, agriculture and manufacturing sector, if it gets boost, then people from this area migration will stop and automatically things will get better. Standard of living people will also increase.
Okay, Atul, your interview is over. You may go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Come in, Atul. Have your seat. So you are planning to have this kind of dress?
No, sir. So actually, which I am going to have, it's getting stitched.
Okay. Okay, you've got time. Your interview is on 22nd of June.
No, 22nd of May.
You have written it 06. Okay, maybe slip of pen. Okay. So you are left with 10 days only.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Less than 10 days.
Less than 10 days.
So how do you find your performance today?
So average.
Okay. How to improve that from average to better?
So I think more reading about the Indian means. So the question which you asked about liberalization, I was not aware of it. So these are the certain things.
मतलब वो था ही नहीं. That was not the question. What exactly? The idea was that are you able to assess the impact of liberalization in terms of not only positive thing, but what liberalization couldn't achieve.
Okay.
What has remained the unfinished task of liberalization?
Yes, sir.
Where government should now focus.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that answer was logically designed answer. You got whatever answer you produced was logically designed and it was impressive. See, most of us are happy with your answer for most of the topics, except textile engineering, where you could have added more information in terms of what are the schemes being run by the government. For example, Tiranga is being produced with.
So PM Mitra is there.
PM Mitra, etc. So that you could have added so as to substantiate the answer. Otherwise, your answers are very logical. Your communication skill is good. You have good flow of communication. You are humble. You are polite person. You look to be thoughtful also, and your judgment is also quite balanced. You are having good understanding of the not only the modern trends in the culture but also the roots of Indian culture. So there is a balance in your personality. All these things add up to very good and attractive personality in you. Your awareness about the districts where you are living, Anuppur, etc., is also not bad. Nagpur is rated sometimes third, sometimes fourth in Swachhata ranking. So Nagpur is one of the cleanest cities along with Indore and Bhopal, etc. Sometimes Bangalore also used to be. So maybe a little bit more about Nagpur has and many more identities. Nagpur was is also known for Ambedkar. और वो सब आपने बोला ठीक है, संतरे वाला शहर है वगैरह वगैरह. It's industrial city also. Do you consider it is also capital of Maharashtra?
So it's the second capital of Maharashtra.
हाँ तो second है तो capital तो हुआ ना.
Yes sir.
So that's a most important identity.
Okay sir.
It is the second capital
of Maharashtra.
And it is also having the main seat of Maharashtra High Court or
yes sir, High Court seat is over there.
So it is also there.
Yes sir.
Because this is second capital. तो वो सब बताइएगा.
Okay.
और इसकी history भी है. Once it was capital of
Central Province.
Central Provinces and Brar.
Yes sir.
ठीक है. That means you can add further some information. And अब आप चूँकि CAPF का part बनना चाह रहे हैं, तो has it been connected to military organization also?
Yes.
Some cantonment is also.
Yes sir, I told about that. Indian Air Force Maintenance Command is there and brigades of our
वो आपने बताया था. ठीक है. So that means we were happy with all kinds of information you added, and the way you processed the information, the way you delivered the answer were quite impressive. So you are one of the rare candidates for whom we don't have any suggestion for improvement. That means you are already prepared and we are perfectly satisfied with your answer except for that textile engineering related. Almost everything is perfectly placed.
Yes sir.
If you have yourself any question or doubt, you can ask.
Sir, so basically sir, I was means earlier I used to give SSBs. I have been also recommended for Indian Air Force, but due to medical reasons I could not join. So sir, after that I put my efforts in CAPF. So but if they ask about alternate career options, so then side by side I am preparing for SSC CGL. So should I tell them about this? Making an emphatic statement that sir, my first preference and my first love would always be armed forces,
forces and uniform service, but as a backup I am also you can mention that.
Okay.
It's always advisable to have a more balanced personality. So backup to hona hi chahiye. That mind should be there.
So this is
okay. All the best.
Okay. Thank you sir.